Good afternoon all. We're here at the historic Fork site in Winnipeg, Manitoba to interview someone who made a historic event himself this past month, Manitoba's first Toastmaster Accredited Speaker, Greg Wood. Good afternoon, Greg.
Good afternoon.
Greg, how long have you been a Toastmaster? What clubs do you belong to, and what's your designation?
I have been a Toastmaster since 2014. I started off at We Believe Winnipeg, and I moved over to Keystone Speakers. That's my club right now. My main club right now is Keystone Speakers.
I understand you just received the Accredited Speaker designation in Chicago at the International Convention. What was that like?
Well, it was a little bit scary. You're in front of your peers, trying to show them in 15 to 18 minutes your keynote speech. You have to pass, of course, level 1, which is a video, and they rate that, and if that gets a high enough rating, then you're invited. There were 28 or 29 who applied in January of this year to have the chance to go to level 2, and there were 9 of us that went to level 2 in Chicago, and 6 of those became accredited speakers. But you want to do your very best because you're performing for your peers, and they are determining what you are at that elite professional level.
What an experience. I understand Toastmasters started the Accredited Speaker program in 1981. How many accredited speakers are there?
I was number 77, and there are 81. 76 to 81 all became accredited speakers at the same ceremony that I did.
So Greg, that evening, what did it feel like to be awarded the Accredited Speaker designation? What was it like on that stage? How did you feel?
Well, it's something I've been working towards for probably 3 full years, with getting all of the recommendations that you need to do, getting the video done, getting 30 odd paid speeches that they're looking for, that type of thing. You have to prove you're being paid to speak, that you are in fact a professional speaker. They are looking for comma fees, so your fee needs to have a comma in it. That wasn't a problem, but that's what you need to be able to do. And putting that all together and all the work involved in that, and then redoing the whole thing again later to break it down to a 15 to 18 minute bit. There was a lot of work involved in that.
What does this accomplishment mean to you personally, Greg?
I think it's going to help me in my professional career. I'm already speaking professionally, of course, but I think that people who hire me will have a sense of confidence that who they're getting is someone who is an expert in their field and who can present in a way that audiences will relate to, and they'll learn, and they'll be able to have that kind of confidence knowing that I'm at that level and that I have been judged by my peers to be at that level.
So what tips do you have for accredited speaker hopefuls out there, us Toastmasters that want to be accredited speakers as well?
Well, first, number 1, you need to be a Toastmaster. It's kind of rule number 1. At this time, if you have Advanced Communicator Bronze, you can apply for the Accredited Speaker program. It will be changing with the new Pathways direction, which I believe to be a wonderful thing that's happening, a new way of moving forward, but they're going to come up with whatever criteria there'll be there. But at this point, if you have Advanced Communicator Bronze, you will be able to apply for Accredited Speaker, and you'll need to start putting together all of the necessary things that you need as a professional speaker. I would suggest joining Keystone Speakers. It is the only club in Canada, I believe, that is directly, its raison d'etre is to have people receive their accredited speakers designation. If not, at least to become better professional speakers.
So when does Keystone meet and what day?
Keystone Speakers meets the 3rd Monday of the month at the Millennium Library, 6:15 to 9. It's a long meeting, but it also gives you the opportunity to give a full 45-minute, 60-minute keynote. I've had the opportunity to rehearse a 60-minute keynote before I had to go out and do it for my client and get feedback at a level of others who are trying to be professional speakers as well.
Do you have any closing thoughts, Greg?
Not really. I'm just really thankful that I am the first one in Manitoba to have received this, and kind of a little bit proud of that. I don't want to be egotistical about it. I don't think I'm the greatest speaker in the world, but it is an honor to be designated that. A little bit humbling, actually, when I consider some of the other speakers in our organization and in Manitoba, to be the first. But I have so many people to thank. I need to thank everybody at Keystone Speakers, especially Michael Bayer, who himself has been a professional speaker for many, many years, and he helped me probably the most with developing. Barbara, his wife, also helped with some stuff. There are many others. Cheryl Poirier has always been a great supporter. Cheryl Rausch out of San Diego helped me so much with coaching and changing bits and pieces, little bits and pieces along the way. And everybody who over the last couple of months has allowed me to come out to their club and do my presentation simply because I needed an audience other than my wife and dog to rehearse it in front of. Because I can't take the 18 to 20 minute thing and sell it to somebody. Nobody buys an 18-minute keynote speech. Very few people were willing to pay for that. So there's no place I could sell it, so I needed to rehearse it in front of live audiences. And thanks to everybody who came out and helped me and gave me feedback.
Well, thank you for this interview today, Greg. I think it's wonderful that you're sharing your experience with some of our fellow Toastmasters out there. Congratulations and good luck in the future.
Well, thanks very much, Lloyd. Thanks.